apart, but... Okay, what is a ghost? A ghost is a big, spooky, see-through white thing. Right? Would you agree with that, Dr. Gilbert?
Or negatively charged ions, that also.
Right, yeah. It's like a...
Yeah.
Like that, huh?
Yes, basically it's the manifestation of what
apparition.
people tend to think of as a soul, although the science behind a soul is questionable. We are still working.
What is going on over here?
I think they're experimenting.
What do we have over here? Well, that is very satisfying.
Apparently we have the Keymaster of Gozer.
The Keymaster of Gozer. Has anybody heard of this Gozer? Have you heard of this Gozer, Patty?
I had a cousin named Goza, or wait, was that Jerome?
While they figure this out, why don't we move on to classifying an entity with Raymond Stantz.
Ah, it's my part.
Oh.
All right.
Okay, whoa. Don't get out of the...
Why don't you get up, honey? I think he's going to strangle you.
All right. How's everyone doing today?
Great!
Woo! Love it. All right, so we're going to be talking about the different types of...
Wait, okay, what? Look at the font size he gets! I did this myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to play readable, you should do it yourself.
All right, so the use of classified spirit has been done for hundreds of years. We do this so that we can, basically figure out what kind of entities we're dealing with, because there are different sorts of creatures that go about the world throughout the years. Yes, anyone can go into any home, castle, and or dwelling and claim it is haunted, but it is by knowing who or what is haunting the location that grants us the knowledge to possibly find a way of either getting rid of the spirit or capturing it. And first type is an apparition. This is what normally everyone considers to be a ghost. It's a humanoid creature. Is everything going all right with them?
They're still trying to figure out whatever this
All right.
is.
All right, no problem.
No, whenever you say it's fine, it's never fine. Especially that time when you was doing that experiment in the bathroom. Remember that time when I told you not to. No, we need to talk about it. We need to talk about it.
Moving on. So, apparitions. Now, they can come in two forms. There's either the normal apparition, which is a normal person trying to relive the life that they had as they were a human, and then there's the shadow person, which is the sort of the dark entity shadows that people see. The shadow of a figure standing over someone, even though there's no shadow actually there. Real scary stuff. Now, next one, we got the phantasm. This is a real nasty sucker. Phantasms are beings of pure revenge. They basically were wronged in life, and so they seek revenge in the next life. They normally hang around locations of their death and cause torment. They torment the living by causing them to either suffer or die in a similar way that they suffered and died in real life. This is not the kind of creature I would want to wake up and see floating above my bed.
What kind of creature would you like to see floating above your bed when you wake up, Dr. Stantz?
Whoever that was, I love you. Anything but that, yes. Moving on.
Anything?
So, phantasms are kind of like death omens, almost. It means you're going to die horribly in some way soon.
A little bit, yeah. They're there to cause suffering to you in some way, shape, or form. And it's not going to be pleasant. And then you got the spooks. I like little spooks. Basically, the spooks are what people normally consider ghost orbs. Whenever you take a picture and you see an orb where there wasn't an orb inside the picture, that's a spook. A lot of people claim to see ghost sightings with them. They're very basic. However, if you use flash photography and you get an orb like this, it is most likely not an actual spook. It's most likely dust reflection. If you take a normal picture, however, and you see an orb pop up, that is more likely to be a spook. I just like saying that. Spook. Spook.
Everyone
Fun.
say it.
Oh, that's it. Good. Moving on. Next ghost. Ah, the vapors. Vapors are creatures or ghosts that have been brought in through occult activity. For instance, little Slimer over here. He was a vapor brought on through powers of the occult. Mediums, clairvoyants, and other prognosticators have been claimed the ability to communicate easily with these spirits, but they've warned the information can be shaky when dealing with them. No, these are what people normally consider to be demons and all that. Moving right along. Now we get to the classes of spirits. There are different types of classifications. The first is Class 1, which these are really the babies of the ghost world. These are the recently deceased. They sometimes don't even show up on any of our ghost detectors here. They just sort of meander around their places of death. You can normally find them around hospitals, morgues, accidents, anything like that. Oh yes, indeed. Look at that. That was one of my favorite moments.
I was like, oh, do I look?
You got slimed. It was great.
No, well, okay, well,
Thank
great.
you for that sample, by the way.
Yes.
Okay, no, that was. Hold on. Let me.
Did you like getting slimed?
All right, continue.
All right. Moving on. Class 2, the manifestation has a bit more ability. The ghost will begin to be even though they will remain somewhat translucent, they will have the ability to move smaller objects.
Like a poltergeist.
Exactly. We'll get into that a little bit later. Yeah, they can move small objects, but they can't really do much else. They begin to show basic habits, such as becoming attached to certain locations, that sort of thing. But then it's not until Class 3. Class 3, there we go. These are fully capable of manipulating objects and have even been able to fully attach themselves to dwellings that doesn't even have the ability to show or reflect any of its former identity. These are what we call anonymous haunts, where they just go around trying to reclaim pieces of their former life. No real showing of their actual identities yet. However, they do begin to start absorbing energy and even, unfortunately, defensive abilities, which makes our jobs a lot harder. Moving right along. Class 4. Now, these spirits, they begin to regain their full abilities. They remember everything from their life, sometimes even their death. For instance, the ghosts of Abraham Lincoln, for instance, or a passenger of the Hindenburg. And it has full defensive capabilities. It's entirely capable of defending itself and even attacking us at any given moment. Very dangerous creatures here, but not as dangerous as a Class 5, which is where the vapors would be located. Demonic spirits, usually through ectoplasmic states, that's how they manifest. They rarely take the form of humans and other living creatures. And again, they're more associated with cult activities. Is everything going all right over there?
No, we're talking about electrocuting.
I checked Tobin's. Vince Lortho was the key master of Gozer the Gozerian, a loyal minion demigod who obeys the destructor I think he possessed.
Oh.
Y'all let me sit next to possessed man.
That's, that actually coincides with what I'm going to be talking about in just a second. First, Class 6. To explain Class 6 in general, basic and down-to-earth forms, it's basically a creature that was never human. These are monster ghosts. For instance, these little penguins here. They were ghosts of prehistoric penguins that went around and ravaged New York at one point. Yeah, not a fun day. And then finally, Class 7. These are otherwise known as meta-specters, and what I think might be going on with our little friend over here.
I don't think quite Class 7, maybe Class 6 with this one.
Okay, that's good to know.
Might be to Class 7.
Alright, but basically, these are the creatures that the living dread. There's no way to stop them. Once they come, it's pretty much the end of times. The only way to really ensure that they do not destroy anything is to make sure that these beings do not enter our dimension. Remember, everyone, if a Class 7 Metaspectre asks you if you are a god, you say yes! Thank you. It took me a while
You get to get a reaction from the crowd. What was I doing wrong?
I'm more charming.
Everything.
I have great charm.
I agree.
Thank you,
Moving on.
Dr. Stance. Thank you so much. So this takes us to experiments. equipment, and